Hi, this is me Amnav. Welcome back to my another video on a system command. So, not moving to the concept part today. Today, I will talk a little bit. So, firstly, I would like to mention this that I am not a pro educator or some kind of certified educator. So, this video is uh, all about me. This is my learning process. So whatever I learn, I teach you. As of now, I have opened my two books so that I can easily look into and make you clear about every concept. So this is not you think like I am a YouTuber or planning to somehow build a content on teaching. No, this is about me, my learning process, and whatever I will learn, I will teach, and so that knowledge can be spread all over the YouTube for a student who are willing to learn system command or who are in the college. So that's all from my side. And on the previous video I have done some of the mistakes, and little it will take time. It is a gradual process. It will take time for me for me to explain how all the concept works. So it will take a little bit time to me to improve on understanding a skill. And whenever I will come to the when I will be a pro in this making you understand easily, then many student can connect with me. And this is my initial stage. So I'm like kind of nervous to explain a little bit, but lately I will hopefully sure I will make you easy to understand every concept. And I think this video will helpful, and I will try to improve myself. So moving now, leaving all this stuff on the other hand, and the main part starts now from here. So let us start. So on the previous video I was teaching some of the basic concept of the system command, and today this video will be more intense and tough for me to explain little bit, but I will handle it. So on the previous video, in the terminal part, I have done some of the mistake. I will like to clear this first. So control L for deleting clearing. Okay, control L command is for so instead of writing clear, we can directly press control L, so that it will erase all the stuff in the terminal part. Okay, so as of now I'm in the root directory. Okay, right. So first we will convert this we will change the root directory to the home directory. Then I will make clear all this stuff. Okay, so first cd, and then I don't know what this symbol means. Okay, now I am to the home directory. So I have explained one thing wrong on the previous video about this line. I have mentioned some of the directory, but it is not the directory. It is my device name. Okay, this is the mistake I have done on the previous video. And just a recap, I will summarize all the concept of the previous video. So on the previous video we have learned a lot of command like uname. this will give my username. And I have also learn about the pwd command. It is a present working directory. So like I'm in the home directory now. So and also ls command as well we have learnt about, and we have learnt about different options and argument in the ls command. So there is a option, and there is like l. So what this l means here? L stand for it will like long list the all the directory. Okay, long list means it will also in this l option l consists of this permission. Then it will give the device, it will give the username as well. And then this is the file size, date for following this information about the file. Okay, so now moving next to the next part, we have learned about some kind of ps command. It will give the present, it will give the process status. Like it will give the PID, TTY, time, and CMD. PID, which is your process ID. So this all the command we have studied previously. And today I like to introduce some of the we will continue to this command only. We will surrounded by this command as well today. So and we have also studied about the hard link and the soft link. And I have mentioned some of the concept of link. What is link mean? So basically link just stand it is the point reference file or a directory, so that you can easily access to the directory without copying to your some of the location. So basically what this link means, that we can easily access the some of the directories from any other location. So this simple link mean. And in the link part we have two sub part of the link, which is hard link and the soft link. So basically hard link is that whenever you create some of the hard links of the file, like I have created this ln for linking hard link. Okay, basically I have just some of the commands, like I will move into the system command. I have already created system command folder, and I have just moved into the system command folder. And then I will like mkdir and hard link. I will just create hard link folder. Okay, and cd into the hard link folder, and in this I will touch for creating a file. Like I will create a hard link file, hard file .txt, and then like I will hard link this hard file to some of the other file. Okay, this is my hard file is my original file, and I will create hard file with some of the other file with this hard link. Okay, ln hard file .txt simply, and then we will write the copy file. Okay, copy hard file .txt. Okay, this is somehow hard link created. And to check the hard link, we will just do ls minus li, l for long list, and I for inode number. We will check the inode number. so that it will okay, not moving to the explanation, but just we will see the hard file and the hard file.txt and copy hard file.txt. okay, right, just hitting the enter. And now the magic is here. We are seeing that these two hard file and the copy hard file having the same inode number. What does this mean? This means that we have created a somehow hard link to the hard file. So whenever I will delete this hard file, this copy hard file will be also removed. And this process doesn't work on the soft link. Whenever we will we will create them some sort file.txt, then the another which is created with the soft file, it will untouched. Nothing the content or file will be deleted from the soft link. So this is the main difference between hard link and the soft link. Okay, now we have also studied about the file types. What are the file types? So basically we have studied some of the file types, like we have studied about the regular file stand for this. So we will check into the long listing part. What does this mean? So first content of this permission part is my this symbol, hyphen symbol. This symbol, basically this symbol, I will just mention in this part. Let's look out to the first part. So this first hyphen symbol stand for file type. What are the file types? So simple hyphen is a stand for, it is a regular file. It might contain some of the image file or a video file or a .png file, .jpg file. It just stands for the regular file. And whenever some of like this part, okay, just check out this part here. The starting part of this permission is D. So what does D means? D means it is a directory. Okay, simple directory. It can be some of the folders and all. And we have also the some of the like here. Okay, just check out this ls long listing L. Okay, cd. Okay, now ls L. So here what we are seeing, this in this part we are seeing this L part. What does L stand? L stands here, it is a link, it is a symbolic link. We might have created some of the soft link or a hard link. Okay, and now we also have character as well, and then we have block as well, and additional we have some of socket file and the pipe file. What is the socket file? So whenever we used to create some of the connection between the our process and service, between the communication between the process and the service, we have some of the socket file, and we have pipe file also. Pipe file, this socket file and pipe file, basically this two files contain same information, which is used for communication between the process. Okay, so just not messing it up, we will keep it simple. And moving ahead, we have some of the permissions also, like we have some write permission, read permission, and executable permission. So we have all this permission contains some of the numbers. So read file have permission with the 4, and write file contain 2, and executable contain one permission. Okay, this is just the basic overview, and if you are not connecting with this part, so just check it out my previous video. I have made clear everything clearly. Okay, right now. We also studied about the file system, so not moving deep dive into once again into the previous part. We will today carry forward some of the next concept related to the system command. Okay, okay, one thing I would like to mention. Okay, we will move later, and then lately we will look into this part. Okay, today we will study about the file hierarchy system. Okay, today we will study about the file hierarchy system, and instead studying into the file hierarchy system, this theory part, we will just check out what are the file hierarchy. Okay, file hierarchy system in Linux. Okay, we will just check out gigs for gigs. So it just basically it contains some of the graph. Okay, so this is my root directory, and what does root directory means? It is a root directory, or it is a delimiter, or just a symbol for a subdirectories. So basically root directory is the topmost part of the our file hierarchy system, and we have like we have some of the subdirectories which is part of this root directory. Okay, and what are the subdirectories we have? We have subdirectories like we have bin, boot, dev, etc, home, lib, media, blah blah blah, etc. Okay, so we will just go deep. We will just go deeply into this all these directories. What are these directory means? So every directories have their own functionalities. Every directory has stored some of the specific related information in every part of the directories. So what every directories contain, what every directory store information, we will just go deep into the what the following directory is stored particularly information. So we will just deep dive into that part. So basically now just checking out the what the bin directories are stored. Bin directory essentially it has stored information about our binaries. Okay, like whenever we controller, whenever we wrote some of the commands like ls cd, so every command related to our what we have wrote in the terminal, every command some of the basic commands, this ls, like some of the command like this, it will store in the binaries part. So whenever we are writing all this stuff or all this command in the terminal, this stored in the binary part. Okay, so basically it's just store the normal commands, and inside the bin we have also sbin. Sbin, like it will store information specifically about the our like fs tab. It will store information about the disk tab, or just it will store information related to the system. Okay, whatever it will relate, it is just specifically it will store information related to the system or hard disk. Okay, hard disk related command it will store. And so just check it out here in the notes. Essentially essentially sbin is a system binaries. Okay, as I said, it will store information about the system. Basically whatever we will write command like related to the disk, so it will just store information related to this part, not information, it will store command disk into the sbin. Okay, and also ls cd, this information will stored in the simply bin folder. Okay, and now we are having this boot. What this boot directory will store information boot is the directory where the kernel is stored. And in the previous video we have studied about what kernel means. Kernel is the core component of our computer system. Basically it's just established relation between our hardware and the software. It acts like a bridge between the hardware and the software. Like whenever we used to play some of the games on system, so whatever the featuring we are like simply we are typing some of the keyboard command for the game. And this part how the computer communicated the my typed text on the keyboard to the computer internal game. It just communicate between the hardware and the software. Okay, it will give the response to the CPU, and kernel will give the response to CPU. And sorry, not the response, it will give the request to the CPU that this person just texted this part. So what instead you can give response from the CPU, and just it will render. So whole this process is basically is like this only. And we have etc as well, who it so this is the this etc. It is the editable text configuration. It just store information about the host. It is the host specific system configuration. So just not moving to the explanation part. First we will check what does etc store. So cd, then root, then etc, sorry, cd root, then etc. Okay, now we have come to the etc folder. Now we will check out. So basically etc store information about the host, and these are the all the information just stored in the etc folder. Okay, so basically it will store the computer password, whatever password we are storing inside the whatever the password we are storing inside the system. And also it will store information related to the group as well, and some of the information related to information related to okay, one thing part to notice here, just check out on the Google part. So basically it will just store information, list all the user system, and contain it also contain information about the disk driver as well. Then who it will contain information about the host specific, and store key and the setting information as well. So this is the part of the etc editable text configuration to store information related to this kind of thing. Okay, if you are not connecting with me, you can check through the documentation part. It will aid to understand. Now moving to the dev part, and I'm trying to give my best to explain these things to you. Okay, now moving to the dev part. What does dev part contain information? So this is the simple things to understand. Dev stand for device. Okay, it will contain information related to device. So like whenever we are just inserting some of the devices on my system, like CPUs and the keyboards, so this information are just stored into the deb part of the directory root directory. Okay, so there is nothing too much hard to understand this. Okay, library. This essentially said a library and the kernel modules typically contain the version at the end of the file. Okay, the library we will just check out what the library are containing information. Okay, just moving to the library directory and then ls. So it will contain information related to the library. It will contain information about the kernel modules. Okay, right. So and it is also giving some of the kernel information, kernel version at the end of the result. Okay. Oh, what I have just opened, this is nothing to do. Now moving next, I have just make clear about the has been and run data. It will contain information about whatever things we are running on our system. It will just store information related to this. And opt is optional, and mount is the mount package. Whenever we are mounting something or inserting something into the computer, it will store a specific information. And media will store information related to the mount point for removal device. Okay, I think this is the basic part I have covered, and not going into the deep of this because there is nothing to do much more. Okay, if I will feel some of the important information to be shared, I must say to you, but because this is the nothing to do much more, and I will move to the next part. If somehow I feel something important thing to explain, I will explain to the next video. Okay, because I think this is nothing to do much more to understand this part, because it is a user specific. So simply we can understand what this user contain. It is containing information related to the user, binary. We can go into the binary, simply just type USR. Okay, then ls. So just inside the user, we have we just studied about bean as bean as well. So this folder we have studied. There is vast subdirectories inside the subdirectories. So there is so much loop inside the directories. So if we just going to study one by one, then it will take lot of time to study, and there is also nothing to do much more as well. So now moving next part, where what does where stored information related to? It just information related to the variable data. Okay, it just store related information related to the logs. What are the login part? Okay, it just information related to some kind of log information. Okay, like cd, we will just move to the root directory, then check out log, what it is store information. So there is nothing like log. Okay, the log is the subdirectory, and directly we are moving into the subdirectory. I will clear some of the part, what are the traversal part, what is absolute path and relative path. I will clear this as well. Okay, now I am just entering to the where and then hitting enter. So basically where contain information related to our backups, because backups is the thing, like it is the temporary file. Okay, we can simply understand like this: where is the temporary file? Okay, it will contain information or a data specifically about the temporary files. Okay, there is nothing to do much more about the permanent file. So this is where, and this contain information or data related to cache, and we have understand cache as well. Cache is the temporary file. uh, Instead checking to the our disk part, firstly our system will check to the cache part, and then if some of the data is not present inside the cache, then the system will check to our disk part where the permanent storage is. Okay, so this is also the cache is also the temporary file, crash, leave, library. Oh, okay, inside the variable we have some of the library file, and if we just go deep into the library file, and then so this library file contain lot of information about okay, just go through the documentation and I will check what does the library file means. Okay, library file contain information about, oh damn, my network is disconnected. I think I have prompted something wrong. Library file in Linux. Now okay, in a Linux, a library file contain pre-compiled reusable block of a machine code that programs used to standard operation without rewriting from the scratch. Okay, okay, if something to reuse from the command, we will not just like we will not write complete command to the command specific. We will just simply reuse the block of the previously part. Okay, it just it is saying this. Okay, I will on next another video I will clear it more, because as of now I have also no idea about this library files. I will cover in the next video. Now where we were, okay, we are in this file hierarchy system. Okay, almost we have covered a lot, and now moving to the next part of our video, next part of our chapters. Okay, now we will we will deep dive into the ls command. Okay, previously we have learned different ls features. We have, okay, first thing I will make you clear about this. This is very much important to be cleared. Now control L. First thing I will make you clear about something which is very much important to be understand. What is this? LSA. So we just understood what does ls mean, and we have also understood what does a means. A is, it will give the all the like it will just long listed all the files, but uh, it will have some additional information of the hidden file. Okay, every folder somehow created some of the hidden file, or it might be a temporary file, but it is a hidden to user UI. Okay, so what does a means here? A is the option. Okay, ls is the command, a is the option, and following we have file.txt. Okay, this is our argument. We can have many argument as well. We can have file3.txt as well. So we are not just we are on the home directory, so this is not returning the actual part. Okay, this is the command, this is the option, and these are the argument. Okay, right? So this thing I find this is important to make clear. Now we will remain on the terminal. Now I like to some kind of deep dive into the features of ls part. Okay, we can combine this argument and option in the many direction, and so here in the notes part it just mention here this all the command are seem similar. Okay, if we can like first we can give the command, then we can give the option, and then lately we can give the argument as well, and then option. So we can play similar structure like this. We can put argument and argument on the first on the option part, and then options on the argument part in this. Okay, this comes on the option part and this comes on the argument part. Okay, we can play like this, but this will return the same thing. Okay, now just check it out. Is this saying if we just check it out, this part, so we have no such directory like this. I just like to somehow enter into the system my working directory. We have just entered in the system command, and now we will play similar structure like this to check whether it is a correct or not. Now we will just ls, then long list, then we will check to the dir1, and then display. So basically D stands for display. It will just it has nothing to do much more than displaying. Okay, and this I stand for inode. Okay, we have checked, we have inside the inside system command we have dir1 folder. We have already created this, and so just checking out this command, we have information something like this. Okay, so basically I'll just long listing with the following information of permission, then something information like this, and inside we have checked this is the argument for what the command is working for the dir1. Okay, and then we are just displaying this thing, and it just display work fine, and then it also printed with the inode number. So this part is working fine. Okay, we will play some of similar structure like this on So instead long listing, we are just displaying with the inode number, and then we have printed, we just put the argument, which is our argument. Basically it will contain information about the folders and the directory and the file. And option we have, we will just option states information about how, and argument gives information about what. Okay, it just some kind of similarity we can play with this English word. So now we just long listing here. So this thing, we can see these two different commands are working as a similar state. Okay, there is nothing to do much more than this. So we have just check out, we can play any kind of a structure within the command, but system command is a case sensitive. Okay, we will care about this part. This is the case sensitive language. Every case has its own specialty. Okay, we have some of the commands like what is this, what is, it just give a brief information about your command. Okay, now we will give, then it just give brief information about what does ls means. Ls is a list directory content. Okay, also we can check for command ls as well. Sorry, less. So less opposite of more. It just state some of the brief information about the less command. And if we check through the what is more, then it will say it will display content. So why basically it just stated, it just displayed with opposite of more, because more is the first version of the less, and less it is the refined version of the more. Okay, so it will display the content in a file in the terminal. So I will just give a brief explanation about the less command and the more command. So less command, it will give the information page by page. Okay, but it will reload. Sorry, I have something wrong. I have just mentioned something wrong. Okay, lately I will explain this when I will come to the less part. Okay, not messing it up, I will just explain this part as of now only. So less, it will display the content in a one screen. This features this one page content have also more is also containing the same features, that it will display content on a single page. So but here is the some of the distinction between the more and the less, that more command, it will like I'm just missing the concept of one thing, that I have just confusion between the less. So basically this two command is working same, but I have some of the confusion, like more command, it just reload all the content. Okay, when I will come to this, but I will explain. Sorry for the messing it up. Basically I am like recording this whole video in a single go. I have no time to edit the part, so that's why I am like not like reading all the content. I can edit it, but I will keep it. No, I will not waste my time because I have to study. So the thing is like this. Sorry for my mistake. By the way, I am covering all the content. I will cover till the advanced content also as well. Um, for as of now, just work with me, or just come with me. Okay, I will clear everything. Like I will teach some of the advanced content as well. Now, where we were in the Alice, and okay. Now I have something to more to huh. Whenever we want like I need to check where the ls command is stored. I have already mentioned in the file hierarchy system there is like I have mentioned that binaries, and we have studied about the binaries and the has been stored related to the system related information command, and binaries are stored some of the command like ls cd. We have already studied this, and now we will check. So basically, which command is for checking where my command is stored, or it will render the command location. Okay, right? So now I need to check for the ls command, where the ls command is stored. So it will just render me that it is stored inside the bin. Oh yeah, this is fine. My prediction, or my whatever I have mentioned, it is working correct. My ls command is storing inside the bin. And there is something much more. We have on the previous video we have studied about the ps command, and we will just go deeper into the ps command. Okay, right? Now we will set up some of the process here. So ps command we have studied that it will give it will just render the process. It will just render our process function, or it will give some of the process related information. So now checking some of the process in the terminal. Okay, just simply typing this process, then there is some of the process, and if we type ps -forest, so there is nothing much more information. And if we check f, basically what it does, hitting enter. Now earlier we used to have some of the information, and now we are having some of the information related to this. When we hit enter, this ps -f, and we will check what is the location of ps -f. Now it will just it will just say it is inside the binaries. Okay, and now when the thing is stored in the binaries, so now it is also comes under the process. So this command which is stored inside the binaries, it comes under the process, and with the process id with this. Okay, and my user id, it is also having user id. So it will display all the parent process id. Okay, so we are having ppid, it will display my parent process id. Okay, now moving with the next part of the ps function, ps command, we have psef as well. And what it will just give, so it is giving more information. Okay, it will display all the process. It will display all the process with the information of PPID, and this is the C and C. And this is the system time, this is the time. So this thing, it will display all the information about the process. Okay, now here I'd like to introduce some of the concept of the Python. So I will just implement some of the process, and we will check is this process is under the our terminal or not. Okay, simply I will I will open my VS Code. So what does this function if someone is like alien to this Python code? I will just simply explain this part. So it is just importing time. We have some of the import function. Basically it's just importing time, then it just simply printing app started, and then we have some of this time class containing a sleep function with parameter 90 seconds. So it just when the program started, then secondly in the fourth line we are having it will sleep for 90 seconds. Okay, something will be under the process, like the program is not ended yet, and then after 90 second completed, then program will finish. Okay, I will just hitting enter, and then I like to check this PS Python. I don't have PS. Is app dot py. PS here. So now I can see here app.py in the lastly, and this is under the process. Okay, now I can see here earlier so I have just clear all the stuff, but now I can see I am having earlier I don't have some of the app.py. Now we can check here, we are having some of this process with the process ID and the parent ID and the CPU. What the CPU it is affecting to the CPU, not it will just give the C stand for the CPU function. Okay, how much CPU is taking to run this process. Okay, so there is nothing monster or a danger that CPU is taking 0% to run this file. So my app.py is under the process, simply saying this. Now there is some of the we can check like this PSEF, and inside the PF we will just pass this PS, and we will search where is my so how searching we are doing, like we use some of the grep command, and we will search for the app.py. Now I can check here app.py is under the process with this process ID and parent process ID with the CPU percentage, and time we are having system time, then we are having our computer time, and this grep is also under the process as well. So with this I can have kill. I will just simply control C and V. Simply now no such processes exist. What we just did with this kill command, I have just killed this process which is running in the background. Okay, this app.py which is running in the background, we just kill this with the kill command. Okay, so in the real life analogy we can understand like this. Let us suppose we need to stop some of the process which has been running from a long time. Okay, then we will just some of the process which is running from the in the app development things, we used to some of the development we used to some of the development process are like running from the long time, and lately we just need to kill the process past process and kill the past process and to implement some of the new process, some of the new development we want to process, but this two process doesn't affect each other, so that we are going to kill our previous process and lately we are going to implement some of the new process. So we will just check what are the process are running, and with the parent id or with the process id we can kill the previously processed. Okay, this as simple as that. Or we can or in addition to I can add some of the more examples like some of the server we are just developing some of the program, some of the website and some of the server for the rendering process, some of the server is running from the long time, and now it's time to kill the server, so we will just kill the server with the process id, as simple as that. And next we have we have wc word count command. Okay, this now no, we have we have some of the commands to the file handling as well. Okay, we will just clear all those things, and now we used to some of the file.txt command, not file. Generate some random text. What we are doing here, we will just implement this text on the file 3.string. We will use some of the vi editor, file 3.txt, and now we will simply I for insert, and simply we will paste this text, and we will just check it out here, do we have some of the repeating word or not. Okay, now I can Control C, comma Q, WQ. Simply we can save the file. Okay. Right. Now we will check for the we will implement some of the text command. Okay, right? Now we will implement some of the text command for reading the file. We will just file3.txt. okay, now we just read we just read for this, for reading the file. It will if we have some large content, if we have some if we have some 10,000 pages in our file3.txt. so what less command do, it will reload all the pages content and then it will check one by one, or it will display one by one. But in the more command, we don't we just check, it will reload just one single page, then it will display one page only. And if we would like to check some of the other page with the help of more command, then it will reload to the next page and then it will display the next page. Okay, it is not like to reloading the all the page content, but less command have feature, it will reload all the page and then it will check one by one. So there is some A's to read the file, but more doesn't have this feature to reload all the pages. So this is the basic difference between the more and the less. And now we have WC. This is simply the word count. If we use word count with the L, then it will just give the word count with L and then file 3.txt. now it is saying that word count L have only one single line. If we use file 3.txt, now it will just this part output this have one line, then this have 129 word, then this have this is the basically it is the how much size this file 3.txt is taking. And although we can check this ls file 3.txt, ls-l, this is the long listing file 3.txt. so this we can check here this part byte. So this is the exact information I am getting. Moreover, we can do more function with this WC. Basically we will used in the pipeline. Okay, this command is used in the pipeline. If we use to some of the ls, what does ls will give all the file. It will just simply display all those file, and we can give the pipeline here, and then we can count number of line. Okay, this it will just iterate to all the files and the folders, and then it will give the word count. Like if we just simply things here, then simply it is like we are having 15 files and the folders. Okay, now we can check through the grep command as well. Grep, now we will check two word two sorry right, grep we will check for 2 2 inside the file3.txt, and then we will give the pipeline here wc, and now we can check for the word. Now this is saying that 2 because we are having the one line, so this is just printing one line only. Okay, there is nothing to do much more. Now wc word count, we have also the features like w, which is which will count the word. W will count the word, and we having some of the features like we have some of the options like C stand for count the byte. It will just give the byte, how much byte it is, just okay. So it will just it just says that this file3.txt taking 764 byte. Okay, and we can give the option m as well. And what does it just says that if we check to the file3.txt, m says that it count the character, it count the unique character we have used in the it gives the character size. Okay, if we can use some of the different character as well, like we can use multi-byte character like emojis. So it just giving the size of the character. Okay, I think this part is clear. And we have some of the head command as well. It will just print. As of now we don't have some of the large file, so this is task from your side to just check it out. I have just explained, I just give my best to explain all those commands. Now it is your task to check all those features, because as of now we don't have some of the large text file. So we will just give the I will just give the overview what the head all those command just means here. Okay, now this head command is like it will just print first 10 line of your file. Okay, it will not just reload or it will just give the whole content of your file. It will just check to the first 10 line, and then it will just render. Okay, as of now we don't have some of the long file, so we will check, because we are having some one line text inside the file3.txt. so it will just give the all those line. Okay, so if we have checked that it just give this first line instead. We do although we don't have 10 line, so it just give me it just displayed this much content only. Okay, so we have also we have tail command as well. And what is tail command? It is the vice versa of the head command. It will just render, or it will just display the text from the last 10th line. Okay, if I would like to check, so from the last 10th line it is just containing this much content only. So it will just check to it will just display last 10 line. And we can also add some of the constraint like head 1 file3.txt. basically I don't know why this is printing this much. I think in this we have just checked about how much line it is containing. That in this command wc with the option L and argument file3.txt, we have just seen here that is it is the one liner text file. So that is why I think it is printing content. It just basically it is the one line content. Okay, it is not the it is not like it is 1 2 3 4 5. It is not a 5 line content, it is in the single line content. Okay, so that is why it is printing like this. If we just giving the constraint to the 1, so it just render or it just display this much content. Okay, although we can do tail part also. Similarly we can implement some of the tail part as well. And now if we check that, it will just give the similar content only. So it is giving similar content like this. Okay, there is nothing to do much more, but one thing is to remember that head will display the first 10 line of the file, and tail will return the last 10 line of the file. And we can play some random stuff like plus and minus with the reading all those file content. Okay, it just give the handy experience to handle the text file. Okay, there is nothing to do much more, and I think I have cleared the text command. And now it's time to move to the let me check what we can move next. Okay, I have one thing I have not clear about this ps command. Sorry, I will just ask you pardon. So I am not clear about the AWX command, AUX command. So whenever we are typing this ps aux command, so we are having this CPU percentage here, and we have lots of information blah 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 which we are unknown. So this one thing is to focus that here we are having CPU percentage. Whenever we similarly we can just run through the process. Okay, we are running this now. The app is just started, and now we can check once again. We can check PSAUX, and with the feature of grep command we will directly check for app.py how much CPU percentage it is taking. Now I can see here that app.py is taking 0.1 of the CPU. So this command is useful where whenever my computer or my system it just suddenly gets slow down. So with the help of this command we can check which part or which program of my computer system is taking more. So simply we will check to the which part of our program or which application is running down my computer slow. We will check the CPU percentage, and then we will think of like this, that app.py is taking 0.1% of our CPU. So this program is taking much more CPU percentage. Then simply we can kill this process, because this is taking much more of our CPU percentage. So we will simply kill this process with the process ID. Okay, right, now we have killed this process. We took exit from this process. Now this process is almost killed. So this is the useful command. Whenever our computer or system is running down slow, we will check through this command. And we have some of the approach command. I'm unable to pronounce this apropos command. So what this command says, apropos is what? It just search command by the search command by the keyword. Okay, whenever things like we don't we are like alien to some of the command, like we are an alien to what does list means. Okay, so it just says that with this list feature we are having lots of command. We can use lots of we can use many command, like we can implement many of the command with the function of the list. So it will give the all the command through the keyword. And what is the keyword here? This is the keyword and this is the command. So it will just check through the what is there some of the commands which contain list. So it just check, and now we can use this command to use this command to the process as specific. And we can check some of the apropos keyword with the we can check some of the more command with the apropos, like we need to check what is the command for process. Okay, process. So this says that this process keyword have many of the command, and just for the sake now we get this process, and we have also this ps command also having this. It just give the brief information about the ps command. What does ps command state? So it just report a snapshot of the current process whatever we have studied. Now we get the information about the ps command. Okay, which we can check through, which we have checked through the apropos process. So this is the keyword we have checked for, and now we get the information that ps command is checking the current process. So with the following information we can type the command ps. Okay, now we can see the magic. So it just give the as informant to us, that whenever we like we forgot the command but we note the keyword that ps stand for process, then we can check to the command. Okay, and we have some of like whenever we used to type command on our terminal. So this is storing somewhere else, and where it is storing, I will just give the recap of this. So where this ps is storing, ps is storing inside the bin directory. Okay, so it is storing somewhere that it might be taking some of the space inside the bin directory. Okay, so we this Linux also have this feature as well, to check how much the command is taking a space inside the bin directory. We can check this thing, like we will just check to the directory how much this ls command is taking. We will check this. So like suppose we are checking for this ps command, how much this ps command is written inside the bin directory, as we know. And now we need to check how much storage this command is taking. Okay, so we will just simply long list the similar process is long listing the file, then we will move inside the directory as we are doing earlier. And now we just move inside the directory, and inside the bin directory this ps is stored, and now hitting the enter, and now the magic is there. Now it says that it is taking it is taking this much bit of a storage. Okay, bit of a space. I think this is clear to you, and now we can move to the next. So like we have alien to this concept of man command. Man command, what does this man command mean? Man command is the manual page. Man stand for the manual page, when you when you want to know the command name or want to learn about the command, okay, just like we want to learn about the ls command, then it will just read through this content, then we can learn, and q to exit from this. Okay, it's just the simple thing. And we have studied some. Okay, now here's the important part. We have studied about the file type. We have studied file hierarchy system as well. Now it's time to study about the file system, like how the think inside the computer system, how the think like file system is storing inside the all those directories. So we have Linux have some of the file system is just a method to store all those file inside all those directories. Okay, a file system gives the environment to organize the file and to store all those file inside the every useful directory. So every directory have their own specificity that it will store information as specific related to the some of the details, like we are storing device related information, then it will store inside the dev folder. Then if we are storing information about our commands, then it will store inside the user/bin. So every file and the directories have their own specific related command or a specific related information it will store inside all those directories. So file system give information to the Linux that it will store in the organized manner, and so that a user can easily extract all those data, the specific related information, so that it will give the edge to find all those detailed information. So in this file system have some of the organized system or organized structure to store all those information on our storage device, a storage device like hard disk or SSD. So this file system have some of the features, like it have ex4, exf4, and it have NTFS, FAT32. So these are the file system which Linux is using to store all those files. Suppose I wrote hello program. File contain 5 bit of information, but actual disk block is 496 byte. I will explain this. Okay. So I have just read my notes part. So this all these are alien concept to you. Now I like to make clear some of this content, like I have just explained just now the file system, how the files are stored inside the Linux system. Now we will move deeper into this concept. Okay, we will not just study some of the simple content, but we will this part we need to focus it more, and I will hopefully I will make you understand this part clearly. So first, now moving ahead with the concept, this time is much more tougher to me. Okay, now I just simply entered this. What does this mean? Is this something like is this something different? So we have something like 40, total 40. I think total 40. What does this mean? This doesn't mean that basically this S stand for size. we have just checked out man ls. Now we need to study this. Now we can check here. Now we are also learning to how to read the documentation part as well, and now we just checked here. We can check here. This s command is in the small letter s stand for size. In the capital letter S, it will sort file size and sort the file size with the largest file. Like it will sort in the ascending order. Okay, right. We have just checked what s stand for here. So simply we can not state that as stand here the size. Uh, indeed, indeed, S stand for size, but in the disk block system, it doesn't state that 40 is our 40. It is taking for this all file is taking 40 bit. It can be a block size as well. It can be block size as well. I will just explain. I will now explain what is the block size meant. So like whenever I type here lsh, so we just see. Now we will calculate this, then it will come to 40. Now if we this first part, it will just show the size of the file or a folder in the first part, and then it will the following information is just we have studied this what are this blah 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 blah, and the things to notice here. This first part is it is just displaying, or it is just giving information about the size of the file or a folder, and total we just it just calculated all those file size, and then it is just displaying file size is a 40 bit. It is taking 40 bit of our system. So now like I just type here lssh. What does h mean here? Now we will again go back to our documentation and we can check here. So this is this comes under the practice. H stand for human readable format. Like it will give into the human readable format. Okay, now we can check here. This 40k means that that this thing this all the file is taking 40 KB of our storage. Okay, right, this is taking our 40 KB of our storage. And if we now one thing there is stat missing operand. A stat what does a stat mean? It give information about the metadata. And what is the metadata? Metadata contain information about the block size, then input output block. There is also metadata also consists of input output block, then we are having simply block size. And this I have mentioned this, that it is not only it is not indeed it is not a indeed it is a size of our entire file inside the system command folder, but it also contain information related to the block size as well. Okay, this thing is to focus here. So like stat command, it will contain information related to the block size, then input output block as well. So it just contain information related to the metadata. And if we if we stat what are the features we can just go deeper into, we will read through the documentation first. Okay, like In option, there is option, then there is a file. In option we can give some of the like we can give file system, then we will just read through the documentation, and these are the information related to the stat. Simply we can check file 3 because we have worked on to this file. So now we can check here. So this file 3 dot, it first it will give the file name, then it will give the size. Earlier we have checked to the ls. Now for the similarity we can check as file 3 dot txt, and then we can check here. So now what I have said, indeed this is the file size. It is taking the size of the file. Size might be size might be a block size might be a input output block, size might be some of the bit storage or a hard disk storage. But here we can see that file 3.txt, we can check here, file 3.txt is taking 764 bit. Indeed we are having instead we are having 4 bit. It is taking 4 bit. How this can be possible? So we can just through this output we can just think of in our mind that it is not a file is taking this much of a space, but it is apparently this is a file size. Okay, apparently this is a block size. I have just mistake, sorry. I think I will not mess it up, but lately I will explain it more. So now we can check here. It is this file 3.txt. It is taking 8 blocks, and it is input output. It is taking this much, and this we are having inode as well. Then this is the link information, that it is saying that it has been created through the one links. So this is all about a stat. Now similarly we are having du. What du stand? Do you just check just h giving as an option to the human readable format, and we can check file 3.txt here as well. Then we can see it is taking 4 KB of file 3.txt. Okay, this is all about du. Du basically is a stand for disk uses. Okay, it is not like a stack, but it just says how much file 3.txt is taking a space inside the disk. Okay, so this is basically similar thing to a stat and ls minus s. It is similar thing to this. Now we will check indeed we have seen we have seen some of the similar command in just a few minutes back. We have seen some of the similar command. Now we can compare all those command at a time. Just winding it up. Just winding it. Now we will check what does all this similar command says. We will check for the file 3.txt. We will check for du in the human readable format, file 3.txt. We will just check, and Okay, start file 3.txt. Now we will just check through this all these three command, because this we have some of the similar command like. So what does lss says here, that it will just simply just return the file size with the file name information. Okay, now it will du command, it will just check for the how much this file 3.txt is taking a space inside the our disk. So it just basically it will just print our disk uses. And a stat command, it will just it will print all the information related to the data, including the metadata information as well. So it will just print all the information about the data, about the size of the data, and including metadata as well. So I think we have covered a lot part today. Now we can just wind it up as of now, and in the next video I will give some of the more important information. Now next, as we are moving ahead, we will just go deep inside the system command part. We will go just deeper. We will learn about some of the we will learn about the shell scripting, we will learn about the aux command, and we will practice some of the question as well to connect with all those commands, and we will just be handy to the terminal of our Linux system. Okay, just I will just take a few minutes. Is there something more to check out? Okay. Okay, one thing I will just mention here. This is the last part of our video. I will just wind it up in the few minutes. Okay, we have just studied about our file system. What are the file system? File system, it is nothing but it is the method to organize our data inside the Linux system. How to store, how it will store the data, how easily user can retrieve the data. We have just stored a command information inside the bin folder. We have just stored system command information inside the sbin folder. So etc. We also have some kind of memory in our file system. So how the we just stored data in our we just stored data in our file system. Okay, we just organize our data inside our file hierarchy system, and now it's time to retrieve data from our all those folder. Now it's time to retrieve all those folder. So how does the system remember all those information? So firstly, there is a vast difference between storing data inside the Linux system than storing inside data in the we just in the development part, we just store how the data are stored. So it kind of similar structure, but there is some kind of different concept or a different method to store inside the Linux system. Okay, whenever we just we have some of the file 3.txt, we are just reading this file 3.txt. So how this information file 3.txt is stored inside the system? So firstly, it command it will check for the permission here. Is this file 3.txt whenever I will just check file 3.txt. Now we can see here first it will check the permission. Is this am I having permission to read or write or something like execute this file3.txt? Is we are having some kind of permission. So it will first, it will check the permission, then it will check the inode information, like inode information, like sorry, ls inode file3.txt, like it will check the inode information as well. And then it will check for the then it has checked for the permission, then it just look to the inode part, then it will check who is the owner of this file, blah blah, and then the location. So these are the method that this are all the internal process inside this command cat file3.txt. Then lately, after analyzing all this part and then organizing all this part, analyzing, organizing and storing all this part, then like it will render the command as specific information. Like we have as of now we are just reading the content inside the file3.txt, so it will give the command related to the information. So this is the part how the system inside it is checking. So there is method. So now we just the command part is checked. Now it's time to computer or a system to give the response. Now it's time to give the response. So what the system will check for? System will check to the first, not it will not check to the disk part, that it will not directly go to the disk part and then render or display information. Firstly, it will go to the cache part. Okay, it will check to the temporary file, or it will go to the cache memory, and then in the cache memory it will check that is this file is available or not, and then if this file is not available, then it will go to the disk part. And why not going to directly to the disk part? Because it will all this process it will slow down the process of searching, because directly going to the disk part it will take lots of time, and instead this information can be stored in the cache memory. Okay, so it will check to the cache memory. And how inside the cache memory it will check? It will check to the there is some of the cache part in the app development. We have studied there is a L1 cache, L2 cache, so there is a level inside the cache. So similarly here also we are having some of the labels, like there is a page cache. In the page cache it will check to the first it will check the command, and then it will check to the RAM cache, and then it will render the output. And then we are also having the having inode cache. And what inode cache? It just keep the information about the inode number. And we are having directory cache as well. And what is directory cache? It just keep information related to the directory, or if the directory is empty, like if the directory is empty, then it will go to the our RAM part. So it just check to the directory. So basically I am just wrong to the concept what is directory cache. Directory cache is just establish a relationship between the inode number and then file number. It just remember or like it just establish relation between the inode number and the file name. So this is the simple thing here. So instead going to the directly going to the RAM or a disk, it will check to the RAM cache. Inside the RAM cache there is a page level 1, level 2, level 3 cache. So there is similarly here in the system count we are having page cache, inode cache, and the entry cache. So this thing is here. I hope I have explained it better than the other, or it might be useful to you. If I have messed up, then I just ask you pardon. I think I have given my best to explain this part. I think this video has gone so much long. I will cover. Thank you for today. I will cover next part on the next video. Next video. Thank you. Hope I am improving much better than the previous video, and gradually I will better myself. Thank you for being with me.